What is up, everybody? I'm the Retro Nerd, and it is 5:34 in the AM, and I'm doing another episode of, well, I'm asking you what time it is, so do you happen to know? So if you don't, I'm just going to tell you, like I always do, because it's Clobberin time! That's right, we're doing another episode of It's Clobberin time. This time around we are playing Tekken 4. So not much things have changed throughout the Tekken games, you know. I consider Tekken to be, you know, it's chess of the fighting game world. So, you know, Street Fighter, you can just go in button mashing, you know, Mortal Kombat nowadays you can do that because button mashing and pull off some combos. Tekken is more like, it's chess. I mean, you throw out all your pawns, you're just going to leave your king and queen wide open because someone's just going to come in and take all your pawns and leave you wide open because you don't have that little iron curtain in front of you. All you got left is your knights and your bishops and your rooks to protect you. I mean, and they can only go certain ways, you know. So that's why I think Tekken is pretty much the chess of fighting games, because you have to really know what you're going to do, and you have to analyze the way your whoever you're playing against or the computer is fighting with that character. Because if you don't, you're just going to get your ass handed to you every single time. But if you sit there and analyze everything, then you know you have a fighting chance. And you also have to know, it's like, well, I've noticed that he likes to do this combo like 3 times in a row or something like that. Well, I have this combo that can counter that combo. Maybe I should use that when he plans on, you know, starting that whole string of him doing these combos 3 times in a row or whatever, you know. That's just how the Tekken works. Not much more that's changed on the fighting style of this game. It's still the same, you know. You got your side steps, you got throws, you got your combos for each character. You know, other than that, you know, stories changed as always. It keeps going on with, you know, Heihachi, Kazuya, Jin. It's just the, you know, the family fighting over who controls the corporation, blah blah blah, this and that. Have improved the graphics on this because this is on the PS2. We are no longer on the PS1. Tekken 3 would be the last one for the PS1. And yeah, so they improved a lot more on the graphics. The characters look smooth as fuck, you know. I understand, you know, in previous incarnations, you know, 1 through 3, characters look blocky and jagged. That's because that's PlayStation graphics. But, you know, coming out of the gate, and this is like being like one of their first, you know, Tekken for the PS2, they did a hell of a job on the characters and everything like that. You know, it hit sparks. Every time I play Tekken and like people are watching me play Tekken, the one thing they always notice is the hit sparks. You know, when they hit and you see that little spark, everybody's like, "Ooh, I like the sparks." It's like, yeah, that does add a little flair to it. And, you know, it's not like Mortal Kombat where you punch someone and you see blood. But with this, you know, you see the hit sparks and you're just like, oh, that looks nice. That's awesome. That's cool. But yeah, this is still a great game. Tekken's always been a fun game. Like I said, not so much improved upon this one. Besides, you know, graphics and sound and music and all that good stuff. But, you know, they were still trying to figure out what they wanted to do with the PS2 version, because it was their first one, so, you know, and then after that they had Tekken Tag Tournament come out, and that one, like, blew everybody away. They're like, oh, right, finally, like, a tag team thing, you know, where I can play as 2 characters and, like, have these ungodly combos of, like, you know, King and Armor King or some shit like that, you know. So that one was the more successful one out of, like, I mean, Tekken 4, don't get me wrong, was successful. It's just Tekken Tag Tournament actually did something different, and a lot of people noticed and wanted to play the hell out of it. So anyways, guys, I've been Retro Nerd. This has been an episode of It's Clobberin time, and we were playing Tekken 4. I highly recommend go picking it picking it up for your PS2 is a fantastic game. I love Tekken. And then again, you know, I like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, all of them. They're all good games. But anyways, guys, Retro Nerd out.
Fight. You lose. Final round. Fight. You win. Round 1. Fight. You win. Round 2. Fight. You win. Round 1. Fight. You win. Round 2. Fight. You lose. Final round. Fight. You lose. Continue. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Game over.